Welcome to Sweethearts or Rivals, a video podcast number 11.
Number 11.
I'm Charla.
I'm Justin.
And this is going to be when we look back at March.
Yep.
What we acquired, what we played, and what came on our radar.
Nice.
So, what did we acquire in March?
We acquired quite a few games in March.
We kind of did.
Yeah. Not because we just blew a whole bunch of money all at once, but because we had been buying games like one or two here and there and kind of saving up for one big shipment, which is one of the really awesome benefits of online stores like Board Game Bliss, great board games. You can buy one and put it on hold and wait till you get a couple so that shipping, you don't have to pay that full shipping every single time.
On just one game.
Yeah. So that's awesome.
It is awesome.
What did we get?
Well, we got Seven Wonders Duel.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I love Seven Wonders.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah. So the 2-player version had to have it.
I had to see what it was all about.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we got the Gallierist.
Yeah.
I'm excited actually about that one.
Woo! Does that look like a lot of heavy awesomeness with super awesome components?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the theme itself doesn't like grab me and go, this is going to be awesome, but
it does,
still...
Because I paint, so it's awesome.
But it still sounds very cool and thematic.
Yeah.
Yep.
What's another one?
We got Through the Ages, a new story of civilization.
All right, you've really been waiting for that one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Love Through the Ages. Really enjoy it. One of the best Civ games I've ever played. And with better components, so much better artwork, and a lot of rebalancing. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another one.
Senor A.
Senior.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was excited about that one because it looked really fun on all the run-throughs I saw for it.
Yeah. The board doesn't look like spectacular, but the gameplay and mechanisms and the dice drafting and the engine building
Very interesting.
looks very cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
What's another one?
Spirits of the Rice Paddy.
I wanted to back that one on Kickstarter,
Yeah.
but you told me we had to wait for the retail.
That's right, and
So-
we did.
I'm glad we got it. I was scared we weren't going to get it.
No, it came out for retail, and because of the U.S.-Canadian exchange, it was probably best that we waited, and we didn't miss out on any major Kickstarter exclusives.
It's true.
So looks very cool, very neat. Can't wait to play that some more.
What's another one?
Another one was something that we hadn't planned on buying, and it was Imperial Settlers.
But it came on such a good sale.
Yeah.
And I was always very interested in it.
Yep.
But for some reason, we never investigated it.
I know, we kind of there was a couple of times where we should get that, and it became top of our wish list, and then something would happen, it would fall down.
It would knock it off, yeah, it's
and then it would come back, and then it would go away again, and then finally it was this amazing sale, and we were already about to say ship everything, so we just add that to it.
Right.
Yeah, and we've played that, we're enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. It's very cool. I'm looking forward to expansions for that already.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
And the last thing we got was the expansion for Concordia. We got Concordia Salsa.
Salsa.
Not like that.
Which actually means
No,
salt,
salt.
so it's not dancing whatsoever.
No, it's not like Mexican nachos and
No.
salsa. No, it's salt.
But very cool. Another board of maps, which is neat. A wild card resource of salt. And some forum cards that add another element of gameplay. Sounds awesome, because Concordia rules.
Concordia is fun, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So those are our acquisitions for March. And our acquisitions over the next few months are going to be a lot smaller.
They will be.
Yeah. The board games we're noticing are rising in cost, and bills are rising in cost, so the amount of disposable income that we have is lessened significantly. Right. So it's not that we're never going to buy board games again or anything, but we're just going to
have to be way more selective.
Yeah, and do some more trading, and we've got a lot of games that we really haven't had a chance to focus on. So maybe this is our opportunity to start focusing on a couple of games.
Probably what the universe is trying to tell us.
Yeah. So we're going to go with that. So our acquisitions in future podcasts will probably be a much lesser.
Probably.
Much less. Yeah.
What would you say probably? Because you never know, right?
You never know. We might win the lottery tomorrow.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be amazing. We're going to Aston!
Cool.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
All right, so what did we play in March?
Let's see. Well, we did the campaign for Beyond the Grave in Arcadia Quest.
That was cool.
Yep.
Yeah, I liked it. I still like the first one better.
I, as well, like the first one better. I don't know what it is. There's those grave cards.
Yeah, they're okay.
They're okay.
Yeah.
And the zombies, they're okay.
Very interesting couple little mechanism tweaks for the zombies, which is cool.
It's cool.
But I think there's something about that classic dungeon crawl orcs and goblins and trolls that just kind of is awesome.
It speaks more to me than the zombies one did.
But still very cool.
Yeah.
Lots of fun.
I'm looking forward to painting those ones.
Yeah.
I haven't started painting Arcadia Quest yet, but I have started painting some other minis to, practice. Because I wouldn't want to mess up our Arcadia Quest minis.
No, that's like the grail of mini painting.
Yeah, but it is coming along.
Yeah. Awesome.
What do we play next?
We played a 2-player game of Dead of Winter.
Now, we have played Dead of Winter before, but this is the first time we've ever played it 2-player.
Yeah.
I think it loses a lot in...
Yeah.
Even though it's got 2-player rules.
Yeah. But it becomes purely cooperative, so there's no traitor whatsoever. There's no individual goals for the end of the game. There's just, can you beat the game together? And it really does lose a lot.
Well, and to be fair to the game that we played, every time we turned over a crossroads card, it happened.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think we had one instance where a crossroad card did not occur.
That was very weird.
It was weird.
Yeah.
So we just kept getting, we ran out of zombies to put on the board. We didn't have enough standees.
Yeah, it was crazy. So, not the best experience for the first time playing 2-player, but we've played Dead of Winter several times before with more than 2 players.
Yeah, and it
have
is
enjoyed
awesome.
It a lot.
Yeah, but the 2-player was a little...
Yeah. We'll try it again sometime after that kind of wears off.
Yes.
Yeah. What else did we play?
We played Among the Stars.
Yeah.
You didn't like it.
It was okay.
Yeah, we have to play it again.
Yes.
I didn't mind it. I like the set collecting.
Yeah. There's something about the 7 wonders drafting, building your tableau, and the way that all the cards interact and look, and I don't know, that draws me in, whereas the Among the Stars didn't. Even though it has that added element of spatial relation between the cards, and that did nothing for me. So
you know what? I probably like them equally.
Yeah. But you're not a huge 7 Wonders fan.
I'm not a huge 7 Wonders fan. But I like 7 Wonders, and I like Among the Stars.
Yeah.
And I want to play it again.
Yeah, definitely want to play it again.
Have it.
We have a bunch of expansions because this is part of a math trade. So we're going to try it again and check it out. And if not, we will shuffle it off.
Maybe.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah. What else we got?
Another one that we got at the auction.
Oh, the auction,
the
right.
silent auction.
Yeah. That's where we got Among the Stars, right.
Yes. Yeah. We got Epic Resort.
Yeah.
I kind of liked it.
It was fun. It was neat and quirky.
It was quirky, and I like quirky, so no wonder I liked it.
It was kind of cool.
I hadn't heard too many good things about it, though, so I was going in with it kind of not with huge expectations, I guess you can say.
Yeah.
And I thought it worked well with 2 players.
Yeah.
The game we played worked really well.
Yeah.
And actually, I liked it better than Among the Stars, so I'll be looking forward to playing Epic Resort sooner than Among the Stars.
Yeah. I can see how if certain random elements of it came out in a certain way, that it could be not a good experience.
Yes. The monster deck could be a little...
Yeah. Much like the 2-player random Fest of Dead of Winter just happened to
shake out in a bad way.
Yeah, I could see that happening, but when we played it that one time, it was a thoroughly enjoyable experience.
It was.
And it was neat and quirky and different.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing that one again.
Totally. Cool. What else we got?
We played Migration
Finally
for the first time. Well, we had played the print and play because you were obsessed with the Kickstarter when it was on Kickstarter.
I was.
And when I played the print and play, I was like, this is a game I will have to work hard to be good at.
Yeah.
And we played finally the Kickstarter when, just last month.
Yeah. We've had that kicking around on our shelf for quite some time. So finally it's like, you know what, we need to play it. So I read the rules, we sat down, we played it, played a couple of games, didn't we? Yeah.
We played 2 in a row,
Yeah. One of the things I have discovered about my gaming preferences lately, probably in the last year, is that I like to take a box, open it up, pull the game out, set it up, and play. I don't really enjoy too many variants. And the thing with Migration is before you start, you've got to pick what are the available pieces.
Yeah.
And then once the available pieces are available, then you have to pick, okay, how many of each of those pieces am I going to have for my group up to a certain total. So there's a whole lot of variant, which if you're looking for replayability, is amazing.
Right.
But not for me. I want to open it up, dump it out, and start playing.
Right. But the thing with migration is you have to play it a lot to learn the combos you like to play with.
Yeah, that's true.
So I think the more you play with it and the better you get at it, the more that part of the setup is going to be meaningful.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a very abstract game.
Yeah. It's very neat.
It's got an interesting... the theme they put on is very interesting.
Yeah.
Although it is purely an abstract game.
Yes. So at the time of the Kickstarter, the idea of migration, what it was trying to do, was very cool. And it was something that I was very interested in. And getting it, it's just as neat as it is. And it is very neat. It's not something like, ooh, let's play migration. So that's probably going to be a shuffle offer.
It's too bad.
Yeah.
But, of course, I shouldn't even say this because wives should never say this to their husbands, just FYI. But I kind of knew that when I played the print and play.
Print and play.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have learned a whole lot in the last
about
year
ourselves.
and a half.
Yeah.
Especially about Kickstarters. Yeah. What else did we get?
Well, we picked up another game at the auction, which we kind of didn't even... It was on our radar, but not high on the radar, was Santiago de Cuba.
Yeah. Wasn't on my radar.
It was on my radar. I liked the artwork, and the board looked cool, and they had a car, and you're shipping goods. I mean, it sounded right up my alley.
Yeah. So we played that.
Yeah, I liked the game we played. But everything that you play with in the game is everything you always play with in the game.
Yeah.
So your game is not going to be too much different each time you play, I don't think.
Yeah. And I found that there wasn't a lot to it.
There's not no.
Yeah, like it's a very small game. So as interesting as it was, and I also found it a little bit long for what it was.
Yes, but there's a way that if you skip something, you have to keep going around.
Yeah. And
you kept doing that, and I'm like, why are you doing that? Like, you're just making the game longer.
Because I wanted to get stuff that was specific to what I needed.
Oh.
Anyway, it was interesting, and I've actually heard this from other reviewers. If there was like the certain places where you stop, if there was like a bag of a bunch of those and you pulled out so many at the beginning and just set it up, it would make the game a whole lot more interesting.
Yeah, not even like twice as many, just like 50% more.
Yeah.
It would be... Yeah. It would change it up each time you play.
So it needs a bit of a mini expansion to make it a little bit more variable every game, which is kind of ironic since I just said I don't like that. In this case, I do.
It's different, though, when you're presented with, here's 10 things, you choose them intellectually.
Yeah.
Or here's 20 things, you put them in a bag and you pull 10 out.
Exactly. That's the difference.
That's two very different things.
The first one is meh. The second one, awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly, yeah. So it's interesting. We have to play it some more. Yep.
And the last thing we played new to us in March was Tricarian.
Yeah. There's a big Kickstarter
that
we just got.
That was a huge Kickstarter.
Yeah. So we played the very, very, very base game because there are a couple variants in it, which I was a little worried about when I first saw that because I didn't want it to become another one of those, there's too many ways to play this game. Which one's the best? Right. And I have to go through and figure that all out. Kind of like Forge War. Too many ways to play that game.
That just had a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we played the very, very base game, and it was interesting but lacking. And then I started reading the rules for the regular game, and I was like, oh, well, no wonder it was lacking, because here's all the stuff it was lacking. So the first one was, oh, okay.
But it's a good way to introduce yourself to all the mechanisms that you're going to have to use throughout the game. Yeah. Without being overwhelmed with too many things to concentrate on.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm really looking forward to playing it again as the regular game, because I think that's going to be much better. But I found it was neat, but I also found there's a little bit kind of like, okay, I want to do this. Well, that's going to be 3 or 4 steps. Almost like there was just too many steps to get something you wanted. Done.
I think, though, that there's a way to work it.
Yeah.
And we're only going to find out through more playing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it was neat.
So once we play more of the regular game,
yeah,
we'll have to update on that.
Totally.
Although April is kind of almost half over.
Yeah.
But we might be able to play it again before the month is out.
Yeah.
For the next podcast.
Yeah.
We'll see.
It looks nice. Very thematic. Very cool.
Yeah, it's really a cool theme.
Yeah.
And I do think that everything you do in the game feels thematic.
Yes, makes thematic sense. Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah.
Cool. So, more plays and then updates.
More plays are necessary.
Yeah.
For sure.
Right on.
Cool.
So that's what we played.
Mm-hmm.
That was new.
Anything come on our wish list?
Our wish list. A couple of things. I know that I need to play it first. I really need to play it, and a big part of that is because it's so expensive. But I'm still very, very interested in Star Wars Rebellion.
I wondered if you would still be interested in it.
Yes.
After I saw the Shut Up and Sit Down review,
mm-hmm.
my interest did fall a little bit.
Yeah.
Only because I kind of wasn't interested in it
Ooh.
to start with. I mean, the only reason I would be interested to play that game is because it's Star Wars.
Yeah.
And that's probably not a good reason to be interested in playing a game.
I can see that, yes and no. Because, I mean, I'm very interested in playing Star Wars type games, but I'm not interested in Imperial Assault whatsoever. Because it's a dungeon crawl, and it's not really my game.
Mm.
But for Rebellion, where you get to play, like, the Empire in all its glory on this massive, like, Star Wars galaxy map, and you're just trying to search and try to find the Rebellion, that sounds like very cool gameplay that I would like. And then, of course, the reverse, where the Rebellion running around doing missions and trying not to get caught and stuff like that.
Yeah, it sounds like way too much work.
Oh, it just sounds fun.
Oh, it sounds like work. But we would see. We would have to play it.
Yes.
Yeah. See, the thing about that game that I was interested in was the storytelling part of it.
Yeah.
And when I watched what Shut Up and Sit Down was saying, it was something like it's all the same characters, but they're doing all different things, all in out of different order.
Yeah.
They're not creating new stories. They're just taking what happened and like regurgitating it, kind of thing, in a different
exactly
mashup.
So everything is the same stuff, but just
different.
Yeah.
And I can see how that would, to me, get old fast. So the part I was looking forward to the most kind of sounds like now it's not the coolest.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah.
Drops my interest level.
Gotcha. I don't know how I would take that. I could see the fanboy in me going, oh, that's really cool. Chewbacca has just done this amazing thing that he didn't do in the movies. That's really neat. I could also see me being annoyed with it. But the reason why I'm still interested in it but need to play it before I even consider buying it is because the gameplay interests me. Now, the gameplay is going to have to be really, really awesome for you to enjoy it.
For sure.
Because this is definitely a game where if you're not going to play with me, we're never buying it. Because otherwise it'll sit on the shelf and do nothing.
Yeah, it's very expensive.
Yeah. So, I'm still very interested. We need to play it. Let's move on.
We better.
Alright, what else got onto our radar?
The thing that got on my radar that I would have backed in a heartbeat was Santorini.
Yeah, that did look cool.
I want that so bad, but Justin doesn't.
Well, it's very interesting because it looks very neat, and I'm very interested in it, and the gameplay that I've seen makes me go, ooh, that's so unique and interesting, and that's exactly what I said for Migration. In the exact same way.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I want to play it.
I just want it.
Yeah. But I do not want to just go and buy it. I need to play it first. Yeah. Or see it on sale. Or trade for it.
It's pretty.
Yep.
And the gameplay, to me, is not the same as Migration.
No, not the gameplay. Just the idea of what it's trying to do. An abstract game with some very cool, unique gameplay mechanisms.
But, okay, just listen to me here.
Okay.
Just one thing.
Go for it. Yep.
Because they're not presenting you with all those bugs you have to pick, down to 5 or whatever it is.
Yeah.
They're presenting you with a deck of cards and you're here and you get a different ability each time.
Yes.
The game board, that play is the same except for your special ability.
Oh, yeah.
So you get dealt one, and that's what you play with.
Yep.
Like, it's not the same.
I know. And I'm not saying it's the same. Again, I'm just saying the idea of this abstract game that's doing something cool and unique that I'm attracted to was the same.
Okay.
Yeah. In very different ways, but that feeling that I have is the exact same as I had for Migration.
Okay.
Yeah. That is abstract and cool and unique. I should get that. I should probably enjoy it.
It's very different for me.
Yeah. The other thing, of course, is Kickstarters right now. We can't do them.
It's hard because our dollar is so poor.
Yeah. If we decide at some point to just go ahead and like pull the trigger and buy it, it's going to have to be
There'll be retail copies.
Oh, yeah.
There has to be retail copies.
Yep. Okay. So, it does look cool. What else?
Let's see here. One that came on your radar, I think, was Council of Four.
Yeah, that looks very, very interesting. Not the box cover, though.
No, and even the board, like, he put the review on the television, and I was playing, like, I don't even know. It was probably, like, something like Candy Crush. Yeah. And I'm like, well, I guess I get to play Candy Crush for the next 20 minutes, because that looks horrible.
Yeah.
Anyway, they started talking out of the corner of my eye. I was like, well, that's way more interesting than the board gives it credit for.
Yeah, very interesting, unique mechanisms in that game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's the little people, and, like, the counselors are pushing their other counselors off of a wall.
Yeah, that's kind of
cool. That's mean and, like, murderous.
Yeah. They don't die. They just get off the council seat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then they go back to their regular jobs and work for a living.
Okay. It seems very interesting, actually.
Yes, the gameplay is very cool. Mm-hmm. And the fact that the board is actually 3 different boards, and you swap them, so there's a lot of, like, just
the only thing I worried about that is, like, the creases or whatever. If the board warps at all, that's going to get annoying. But,
True.
I mean,
it looks very cool.
Really cool.
Really want to try that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I think the last one that came on our radar is, I'm not sure how to say it, Daxu.
Daxu.
Maybe, I don't know. Yeah. I saw Rado do a run-through for it, and I really want it. It's
very interesting.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me, like, the gameplay is different, but the kind of, like, the idea behind the gameplay reminds me a little bit of Traders of Osaka. Because it seems very simple, but each decision has, like, a whole string of consequences and things that you have to keep in mind all the time. Mm-hmm. But it's still a very simple card play.
Right, and it has that mechanism where you have cards and you play them. We all have the same cards.
Yeah.
So you're trying to deduce what you're looking at the board and what's on it available, and what people are going to be able to score and whatnot. Mm-hmm. And you're thinking, well, I know they have all these cards in hand. What are they going to play? Or are they going to try to bluff me and play something else?
Yeah. That's interesting.
It's very interesting.
Looked very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to be keeping my eye out for that one when it comes to North America. Do we have anything else of note to mention?
A couple things. We haven't really been able to figure out why we can't Twitch very well anymore. Whenever we've tried to recently, the Twitch stream seems okay, but the recording doesn't. So we can't do both. So we haven't really figured out what's going on there. What we might try doing is maybe some live YouTube streaming, since we can do that on our channel now.
Right.
Yeah. Same idea, but we might not have to record, because it could just record directly to YouTube. So that would take some strain off the computer, and then maybe we can do that again.
Maybe. And the only thing is, if we do that, it won't be edited at all.
Yeah.
It'll just be whatever happens.
Yeah,
so
exactly. Yeah.
It's a little nerve-wracking. But, I mean, if we want to do any live streaming anymore, I think we're going to have to go through the YouTube route.
Yeah, definitely.
So you might notice on some of our videos where we had the Twitch thumbnail and address, we replaced it with the board game links, which is awesome. It's an awesome way to get us recognized with the board game links, because we're in the top 50. So I feel kind of proud of that, actually.
Yeah.
If you want to help us boost up, you can always go to the board game links and give us a heart.
Please. That'd be awesome. Speaking of recognition and doing stuff and you guys helping us out, we just entered a photo board game contest. We have a picture at a unique location, which is in at the Lighthouse in Yarmouth, Nova Scotia.
Yeah.
So you can go there on a daily basis and just give us a vote, and then we might win some games.
Oh my, you're asking for votes?
Please.
I was going to suggest that they should enter the contest themselves.
Yes, you should do that too.
Because it would be awesome for us to see pictures of,
Some
people
of our
that
fans.
we sent their way.
That's cool too, yeah.
And just let us know if you enter, because I think we should vote for you guys too.
Yeah, that'd be cool. And I don't think it's like at the very end one person gets a bunch of games. There's a bunch of prizes, which is kind of neat.
You read it all off, and there's a couple of different ways to win some stuff. So.
Yeah. You even get entries just for voting.
Yes.
Yes, which is very cool.
Yeah.
So you don't even have to have a photo like in there.
No, but everyone should put a photo in there.
Yeah.
It should be successful. There's only like a few photos right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was fun going out to the lighthouse and well, you'll see the picture. It looks cool. That was podcast number 11.
It is.
Nice.
Awesome. I'm going to try to edit that right away because, as always, it's late.
Yeah, that's all right. Right. Thanks for listening.
And we'll talk at you later.
Laters.
Prepared.
Yep.
Professional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll figure it out.
You
know how to use Google.
They might not know you're being sarcastic.
I'm being sarcastic.